Hello YouTube, this is Dan, and I have my long-awaited Halloween video ready for you guys. I hold in my hands the Rocky Horror Picture Show 35th Anniversary Blu-ray. I know that this video has been something you guys have been longing for a while now, especially from some of the comments and messages I saw from people asking me if I have the Blu-ray, if I'm doing the video, if I'm doing a review on it. My early Halloween gift to you guys is that yes, I am doing this video, and it starts right now. Unlike most Blu-rays, which are packaged in blue cases, the Rocky Horror Picture Show is actually packed in a book. Now, we're going to get to what's in the book in a minute, but I just want to take this time first to read to you a note by Sal Priel, president of the Rocky Horror Fan Club, and this is the first thing you see when you open the Blu-ray, this right here. And the note reads, "To the unenlightened, virgins to us, arises the question, what is all the fuss about the Rocky Horror Picture Show? The answers are varied because the fans themselves have created this fuss, and the reasons for everyone's response to Rocky Horror is particularly personal to them. For the first time in cinematic history, the audiences have attached themselves to a film so strongly that they've actually taken over. These audience participants talk to the screen, make up and dress as the characters, utilize props, and parallel the film's actions. What makes it so infectious is the feeling of family within the theaters, the sense of creativity and expression that's brought forth, and the outright fun and excitement of it all. If this is your first time seeing the movie, a true virgin, then I urge you to go to a theater to see the midnight show with an audience of believers. Because if you haven't seen the film in theaters, you are still a virgin. If it doesn't play in your area, request it." Sal Priel, president of Rocky Horror Picture Show Fan Club. Join the fan club at rockyhorror.com. So after you've opened up the book and you see the paper and the picture of Frank, what this actually is a picture book of the Rocky Horror Picture Show. And these are exclusive photographs taken by rock photographer Mick Rock. And I'm going to go through this book with you guys very quickly. So when you open up the first page, it's just some promo shots of Frank, Magenta, Columbia, little character shots, and the introduction that this is a Photos by Mick Rock book. When you go through, there's another letter, which I'm also going to read for you guys. To the faithful and the virgins. It's hard to believe it's been 35 years since Brad and Janet's fateful mishap led them to the strange castle where they would meet Dr. Frankenfurter and his transsexual Transylvanian pals. I knew the instant I saw the original stage production in London, which was produced by Michael White and the creative forces behind the show, creator Richard O'Brien, director Jim Sharman, musical arranger Richard Hartley, and art director Brian Thompson, and costume designer Sue Blaine, that the Rocky Horror Picture Show could and should be a movie. As you can imagine, that was not as easy as it sounds. Rocky Horror was not your everyday movie being made, especially in 1975. But 20th Century Fox stepped up and we cast, in addition to Tim Curry, Patricia Quinn, and Little Nell from the original London stage cast, Americans Susan Sarandon, Barry Bostwick, and Meatloaf. Rocky was born. When we previewed the film in Santa Barbara, more than half the audience walked out. Those who were left were more than enthusiastic about the film. All these years later, that enthusiasm and loyalty continues to prove which half of that first audience was right. Not only does the Rocky Horror Picture Show still play in theaters across the globe, making it the longest-running theatrical release of all time, but the way old and new fans connect and reconnect to this film at home is truly special as well. As this cult phenomenon continues, a whole new generation of Rocky Horror fans dress up, toss rice, sing the songs, and calls Brad an asshole. Thanks, and keep on dreaming it and being it. Sincerely, Lou Adler, executive producer. From there, we have another picture. This is some shots from the Time Warp, including a group shot of all the transsexual Transylvanians. If you look hard enough in the picture, you can spot Little Nell, you can spot Patricia Quinn, you can spot Tim Curry, and you can also spot Richard O'Brien, all in that shot. And I know somewhere in there is also Richard O'Brien's first wife, Kim. I think that was her name. I'm 99% sure. Then as you keep going through, there's more pictures. Transsexual Transylvanian, the sweet transvestite Frank. There are pictures of Rocky's birth. There are more photos of Rocky's birth. This continues to go on with some nice pictures of Magenta and Columbia. Pictures of Riff Raff with the quote, "They didn't like me. They never liked me." For those of you that can't see that, that's over here in pink. More pictures of Rocky. "Oh, Rocky." Again, the quote. It's got pictures from the floor show. That's a fun set of pages, the floor show pictures. Possibly my favorite costumes in the entire movie, Riff Raff and Magenta in the alien costumes. A few more shots of the cast, and then finally, Don't Dream It. Here's the Blu-ray, and behind that, Be It. And it actually creates an image between the disc and the packaging, which I thought was really cool. I hope you guys have enjoyed my Halloween Rocky Horror Picture Show review / special. This next part is something I'm actually kind of excited about. My friend Twitch over at Twisted at Every Angle has put together a little video for you guys about what she thinks of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
How'd you do, You've met my faithful hand in hand. He's just a little bored darling, because when you knocked, he thought you were a candy man.
Hey guys, welcome back. It's Twitch Every Angle, and I'm about to talk to you about one of my favorite movies on the planet. My friend Dan, he wanted me to do a review, so here we go. For those of you who don't know what the Rocky Horror Show is, this is the DVD cover. When was this made? Oh my god, this was made so long ago, I can't even remember what year it was made in. Hold on, give me a sec. No, I can't remember when it was made. So yeah. But this is the DVD. That is Frankenfurter. He is one of the main characters. There's Brandon Janet, Riff Raff, Magenta, and Columbia. And then a ton of random people, and Rocky. I love Rocky. There's also 2 doctors. I can't remember what their names are. It's been so long, but yeah. Definitely look it up. But basically, what happens in the movie is Brad and Janet. Beginning, they're like at this wedding, and they see their friends elope, which makes Janet, think, "Oh, I want to get married," and then Brad gives her the ring, and they're like, "Oh my god," they sing and they dance, and then while they're singing through the church, slowly it starts to turn into a morgue, which is very funny. But after that, they get in the car, they go for a ride because they're going to go and have a nice time, and their car breaks down, and they end up going to have to go to this castle that they saw a few miles back, to get out of the rain, use the phone. Little do they know, they get to use a little bit more than their phone. What the back of the DVD says is, the Rocky Horror Picture Show is an erotic nightmare beyond any measure. Reveal Richard O'Brien simply twisted salute to horror, sci-fi, B-movies, and rock music. A sensual daydream of Treasure Forever. Starring Tim Curry in his classic gender-bending performance. Barry Bostwick and an Oscar winner, Susan Sarandon. They do the time warp, saying hot. Can't pronounce that last word with Meatloaf again and again and again. Pull up a slab and let the madness begin. It's such a good movie. They have great music, great dancing. Yeah. I love this movie because, like, you know, I can relate to it. I love really twisted and sick things. And this basically captures the whole essence of screwing with people's minds, basically. I like it because it bends gender roles. It, like, shows, okay, this is what happens, you know. And, you know, this is great for anybody. Like, anybody who loves horror comedy, anybody with a sick, twisted mind. This is also a really good movie for people who want to come out. Because, like, you know, basically talking about, you know, a transvestite. So, yeah, it's a fun movie. It's fun to dance to. It's fun to sing along. A while back, I showed a good friend of mine this movie, and they thought, oh, this movie's going to be so stupid. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, I don't want to do this. This is going to be terrible. At the end of the movie, they say, Chelsea, to what? Their reply is, you watch it again? So, it's a good movie. You're going to want to watch it over and over and over again. But yeah, so...
As one last treat for all of you, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, amongst all the things that's left in pop culture, it's left one thing that was kind of a craze after the film came out. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's a little dance thing called the Time Warp. Now, for your viewing enjoyment and my utter humiliation, I am going to show you guys a video of how to do the Time Warp. As one last treat for all of you, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, amongst all the things that's left in pop culture, it's left one thing that was kind of a craze after the film came out. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, it's a little dance thing called the Time Warp. Now, for your viewing enjoyment and my utter humiliation, I am going to show you guys a video of how to do the Time Warp.
Alright, and before I forget, probably tomorrow or sometime within the week, I will be doing makeup for Frankenfurter and for Columbia, because they're really the only people who wear makeup. But I'm also going to do the, more than likely, the end scene with when they're dummies. There goes the dust one again. Alright, so, yeah. Look for my makeup tutorials, and hope you have a good time. Remember, save Halloween. You find a razor blade in the apple, don't eat it. Put it in your bag and save it for later. Bye, guys.